It's Tuesday, January 21st. A lot of things happened yesterday. I'm not going to summarize them. I started a video and it got too long with me summarizing everything. If you want to know my opinion as a lawyer about any specific thing that happened yesterday, drop a comment and I will be happy to respond, okay? Here are our 2 action points for the resistance today. Number 1, yesterday was overwhelming. It was shock and awe. During Cheeto's first administration, the whole 4 years, he wrote 220 executive orders. Yesterday, he signed over 200. Now, a lot of them were meaningless, like, oh, I'm giving you back your right to free speech. That was never taken from us. It's in the Constitution. We may have to fight for it, but it was never taken from us. Of course, immediately thereafter, censorship on social media and Google started in a level that we've never seen before. So action point number 1. Now, always take mental health breaks when you need it because your health is what's important. We're all going to have to rest during the next 4 years. But they're trying to overwhelm us, and we must bear witness. We must stay engaged and know what's going on. I myself am trying to get through all 200-something executive orders because I intend to bear witness to everything, even the meaningless shit, okay? Those of you who are outside of America, everybody's been posting and asking, please document our history as accurately as you can because it will not, for the next 4 years, be accurately documented here. And that, my friends, is why we who resist must bear witness. Don't let them gaslight you. Action point number 2 starts with a story. When I was in 8th grade, we read The Diary of Anne Frank, which I hear now is banned in many states. And my teacher had a Holocaust survivor come and talk to us, and he showed us his tattoo, and he told us his stories. And at the end, I wanted him to know how sorry I was for what had happened to him. But in my passion as an 8th grader, I raised my hand and he called on me. And I said with as much venom as I could muster, I hate them. I hate them for what they did to you. And he looked me in the eye and said, if you hate them, they've won. Afterwards, I went to him and said, I'm sorry that I upset you with my hatred of them. I don't like what they did to you. And he smiled sweetly and he said, if you want to honor my story, remember me and never let it happen again. And I said, as only a child can, with absolute confidence, my full chest, oh, I will make sure this never happens again. And he smiled sweetly, but his eyes were sad and I was confused until I became an adult and understood that I alone can accomplish nothing. You alone can accomplish nothing. But luckily, we're not alone. At least 75 million of us saw the danger signs and voted against this. We're not alone. But let's take that man's words to heart. I don't remember his name. He's probably long dead by now. But I remember his face and I remember his tattoo and I remember him exhorting me not to hate. I will tell you, I've been struggling since the election. I am a blue dot in a sea of red in rural Texas. And I hate how ignorant these fuckers are to have voted for this. Now, a lot of them have already woken up. Once he started going after veterans benefits and stuff like that, a lot of the people around here are like, oh crap. But as everything happened yesterday, I felt sad, I felt scared, but I still felt hate. And that is not going to be helpful. So I'm going to encourage myself and everyone in the resistance that we must choose love. Dr. King was once again marginalized yesterday. It was his day. It should have been his focus. But focus was completely taken away from him. And so let's honor him the next 4 years by struggling against the hate and contempt we feel for the idiots who chose this. Dr. Martin Luther King said, returning hate for hate multiplies hate, adding deeper darkness to a night already devoid of stars. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. They hate everyone in this country that's not them. They hate everyone who's not white and male, okay? We cannot drive that hate out by hating them back. Dr. King said, I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. So as part of the resistance, let's join him. Let's join him. There are many, many organizations out there that can fight what's going on. We can join them and assist either with money or time or talent. We can help the Lemkin Institute for Genocide Prevention. They red flagged America on day one of Cheeto's administration thanks to the salute that Elon gave. The ACLU has already started filing litigation against this administration. The NAACP is another great place. And of course, the HRC, because the war on the LGBTQIA community is going to get so much worse. They've chosen hate. Politicians don't dress by accident. Ivanka and her husband dressed like Serena Joy and her husband from The Handmaid's Tale. That was not an accident. They have chosen hate. The resistance must choose love. We must fight, but let us not be consumed with hate and anger. So I guess that's actually 3 action points for today. Number 1, stay engaged and bear witness. Number 2, choose love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. And number 3, find an organization that is fighting in the area that you feel most passionate about and join it. Join it in any way that you can, money, time, or talent. And remember that you are not alone. At least 75 million of us voted against this shit. And basically, they are declaring war on anyone who is not a white man, okay? We are all in danger. We are all under attack. We will no longer be divided. We must become conscious of the class war that's going on. It is not us against our neighbor. It is us against the oligarchs and this administration.